And so I moved to Ohio, and it was weird for me. It was a culture shock. I learned so many things that I would never have learned otherwise. For example, you could have told me that the Loch Ness Monster was real and I would have believed you before I believed what I saw there. If I hadn't seen it with my own two eyes, I would have said bullshit. Apparently, white people can cut their own fucking lawn. I didn't know. I would call bullshit on that all day long. But the most bizarre experience I had in dealing with like race relation type stuff was my girlfriend. She had these two magnificent, beautiful children that, why is that funny? Shut up. And you know, they're beautiful little blonde-haired, blue-eyed Aryan children, 5 and 7 years old. And whenever we would go out together, I would get looks. It was okay if it was the four of us, but if it was just me and the two little girls, you could see people running through a list in their head, trying to explain what the hell they're looking at. And you could tell the very first thing that they ran right off their list was, okay, he's not their father. There's no way he's their father. And I'm thinking to myself, how do you know I didn't adopt them? Oh no, little brown man, that's a one-way street. It doesn't go the other way. Again, why are you laughing? That hurts me. And then they get this look like, ooh, wait a minute. Did I get a flyer in the mail about him? They grab their kids a little closer. And usually that went away, and it was cool. And I didn't figure out what people actually settled on to explain what they were looking at when they saw me and these two little white girls. Until one day I took a couple days off, and it was the middle of summer, and I took them to the park. And it was them and a bunch of other kids with their parents, and I was the only one of any color. And I know white's a color, but translucent is not. And they're out there playing, and I'm reading my book, and I'm just chilling out, and I hear this. And I look up, and the 7-year-old's at the top of the slide, grabbing the back of her head, and her little sister's standing behind her, just yelling at her. And I'm like, oh shit. Girls, get your asses over here right now! And the 7-year-old, she comes running because she wants to be consoled, and she's like, Sissy, I didn't do anything. And I grab her, and I'm looking, and I don't see anything wrong with her, and she wants me to make her feel better, and I just say, honey, quit being a pussy. And I yell at her sister, I'm like, get over here right now, because she's just staring at me. She's looking at me like, you're not my dad, I'll have to do what you tell me. So I did what my dad used to do to me when I wouldn't listen to him. I put my hand right in my belt, and I said, I will use this in front of God and everyone, so help me. So she gets off the slide, she comes running to me, but I noticed other people had taken note, and they were coming towards me too. And I realized where I was, and I got scared. And I'm like, oh shit, get over here fast, hurry up! And she gets to me, and I grab her, and I throw her in the car, and I grab her sister, throw her in the car, throw the shit in the trunk. And people are coming closer to me, and they're like, sir, excuse me, sir. And right as I get to the door to open it, out of my peripheral vision, I see this woman just running as fast as she can, with these 3 god-awful, hideous-looking miscreants in tow. She grabs my arm, twirls me around, and gets right in my face. She's like, you, whatever they're paying you, I'll double it. Now this hit me hard. I'm like, seriously? Seriously, inside I'm boiling. And I get right back in her face. I said, you listen to me, ma'am. Just because I'm Mexican and they're white does not mean that I will work for you for less than $2,000 a week.